What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Athletic Lounge. I am Mike.
And I'm Josh.
So, another devastating weekend for the Giants and the Jets, I'd say.
Well, yeah.
But let's start the week off with the top performers of the week. So that was C.J. Stroud, 44 points. He was 30 for 42.
Oh, my God.
470 yards, 5 TDs.
So excited to see more of that out of that man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Honestly, seeing that, there's just something different about seeing the Texans
with him
excel.
doing that. Oh, he is. I love it.
And now this is someone that we told everybody to go pick up early in the season, which was Tank Dell.
Oh yeah, Tank.
Well, that was early. I want to say that was week 4 or 5.
Yeah,
maybe.
And
he had 32 points, 6 receptions, 114 yards, 2 TDs.
Beast.
Which,
dude's a tank.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, will we see the same production from these two guys next week when they play the Bengals?
It'd be good to see.
That's the real question. But CeeDee Lamb, 32 points, 11 receptions, 191 yards, 16 targets. Didn't get into the end zone, though.
It is what it is, you know. That does hit the points. But touchdowns are where really all the points are.
Yeah, no, you're right. I just Dallas did look better against Philly.
Yeah.
You know, they look like they kind of figured out. I mean, they almost had it.
Yeah.
I mean, that 2-point, his knee was down before the line.
That was just a crazy way to end it. Yeah, literally, if his knee
wild.
was up a second longer, they would have won the game.
Oh, absolutely. So but CeeDee Lamb, I think he's gonna continue to.
Yeah, he's gonna excel.
Yeah, I don't see his volume decreasing. I don't think they use anybody besides him and Schultz over there in Dallas because Gallup and Cooks didn't have the last two, 3 games haven't done absolutely anything. Nothing. So then Dak, right underneath him, 31 points, 29 for 44.
That's the thing, you know. If he keeps doing that, good for Dak. He's finally put something together, you know. Yeah,
but I mean, when the playoffs time comes around, I mean, we'll see.
The Dallas has always had a problem with the playoffs.
That's true. But Dak had 374, 3 TDs. Schultz, 31 points, 10 receptions, 130 yards, and a TD. I guess he got CD's TD.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens.
See, I do think that the Cowboys are getting better as the season progresses.
They are. They're starting to gel more.
But now, is it also the question of Philly's defense? Because Philly's defense is kind of lackluster at times, which I feel like, I feel like it's not.
I mean, it's not like
Niner defense.
No, it's not a Niner. It's not. I don't even think it's like a Cowboys. It might not even be a Jets defense, but they still, Fletcher Cox is a menace on the other side. Darius Slayton, right? Or is he?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
He's a beast as a corner. They don't have the greatest defense ever, but they are good enough to keep it going,
Yeah, to keep the offense. And, it's funny. There was my buddy told me this today. He said that the Eagles have had the same offensive line for like 13 years.
That is wild.
And the Giants have continued to draft offensive linemen, I want to say, for the past 13 years. And we still
have zero
having issues
line.
with that one. But now let's get into the Week 10 games. Now, the greatest primetime game that anyone could possibly imagine this week. Now, I know. Relax. Don't get too excited. Panthers-Bears.
Oh, baby. This is what we've been waiting for.
You know what's funny is I don't know how many times I've seen that analytic commercial for Amazon. Like we have crunched the numbers and we've predicted that the best schedules. Who the hell is deciding these games?
This is
especially for prime time. Like that's an Amazon Prime.
No one
game.
wants to watch that.
No one wants to see that game.
It's 2 horrible teams going up against each other.
Seriously.
Nothing matters in this game.
How many times have you seen that commercial on? It's like they're like, oh, we predicted the.
Yeah, it wastes my time all the time. Every time I'm trying to watch a show.
Every Thursday night game has been god awful this year.
Trying to watch the boys, and this commercial keeps coming up.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, I think the Bears can possibly take this one. I think this is a good rebound game for the Bears here.
Oh yeah.
After they made it. Speaking of the Bears, they made a nice little trade for that defensive line guy, Martez Sweat.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard that
from the Commanders.
That's right.
At the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know Chase Young also moved too at the deadline.
Yeah.
Which is that Niners team defensive wise? Because I think their offense is a whole different story. But that Niners defensive team, they just continue to build the greatest defensive squad of all time.
So scary.
That
they could just keep adding parts to this defense, to this team. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I listen. Big props to the guys that run the Niners.
They got it going right. They know what's going on.
They know exactly what the hell they're doing over there, and it's not even just like for this season. Like they know that they're building up years and years and years and years and years of contending.
Yeah.
And hopefully getting a chip eventually.
That's the thing. Yeah. And that's what Brock Purdy needs to understand. He can be that guy. He can go chip after chip.
Absolutely. 100%. Especially with that defensive squad that they're there. And even the offense.
The offense is unbelievable.
It's just the quarterback, dude. I don't know. I really hope that they're coming back off of bye this week. So they had the Broncos, the Lions, the Jags, and Niners were all on buys. So maybe they make. You gotta
hope that they do something. They gotta break this losing. I mean, they can't lose 4 in a row. I mean, you just can't.
No,
you just can't.
Listen. Granted, both teams are coming off the bye, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So, Colts Pats. Where do you think we're going with the Colts Pats?
I'm going with the Colts, baby. Minshew, baby. I got faith. It's a good team.
Yeah, no, I mean Minshew. Look, now question with the Pats is going to be what do we got with Belichick? I mean, do we think you think they keep him around? Like, what do you think they do?
Why would you get rid of him?
Oh, I mean, or is it a matter of him walking out the door?
I mean, if the team isn't winning, I don't see him, really staying around at the losing team for 4 years. I don't see him doing it for a long time. But he'll definitely try to bring it back. I don't see him just walking out saying, "Oh, I think he wants to win one without Brady."
Of course.
I think after he does that,
and that's what I'm saying is, do you think that he ends up going out there and saying, "All right, listen, I'm not winning over here. I need to get out of here in order to accomplish that," because there's no way by the time he's ready to say his goodbyes that the Pats are even going to be close to contenders with
That's true.
all these other teams. So it's just like I just feel like it's such a, Yeah,
it could be a waste of talent there.
Absolutely, 100%. I don't see.
I don't know. I feel like Belichick is just like I think he's got that old spirit in him. I think he just wants to go down with the ship. Well, Captain goes down with the ship.
He's definitely gonna go down with the ship. That's what that intro.
That's what you got to do sometimes. It's all about integrity.
Integrity. But now, I think there's a lot of good games this week, from the aspect of contenders versus contenders this week. Now, Browns Ravens is going to be, I feel like, the match.
Oh baby,
I feel like that should be good.
Oh yeah.
So now, the Ravens obviously have stepped up in a huge capacity the last couple weeks. Now, do you see the Ravens beating the Browns over there?
I think they are going to beat them. I don't know if the Browns really have everything fully together with Watson. They're still a dog team. They still are just a menace over there. I think they're a good team. It's going to be a great team, but I think the Ravens...
You think that's more of a defensive game, or do you think that's more of a...
No, that'll definitely be a defensive. I don't think it's going to be a shootout.
No?
No. Unless Lamar wants to, but I don't think that I don't think the Browns offense is going to be able to keep up with them. So the Browns defense better hope that they can put a cap on Lamar.
You're gonna say the Ravens.
I'm going to say the Ravens.
I'm going to say the Browns, dude.
Go for it. It's a good pick. It could go either way.
I think it's going to be, like you said, a close game. I think it's going to be a defensive brawl. I don't see... I mean, maybe Lamar's running... Yeah. And now, this was a big discussion about Lamar, too, was... the whole aspect of his fantasy numbers are awful.
Oh my God, man, it's horrible. Like,
awful.
How does the team put up 36 points and he got me 11 points on fantasy? How does that happen? How does he not account for any touchdowns. Like, how did that even happen as a quarterback?
It's funny because he literally he comments about it after every single game. He comments about, listen, guys, sorry, I'm not trying to really care about that. Like, I'm trying to win games.
I mean, good for him. I respect that 100%.
Too, but those fantasy owners must be furious.
Oh, yes, sir.
As yourself, as I took that.
My team's name is making me crazy.
I took that win against Josh this week to come back because you beat me. Was that week?
I beat week 3, something like that, early on.
But now Texans Bengals.
Look, the Texans are good. I don't think that they're. I think the Bengals.
The Bengals are back.
I think the Bengals are back, baby. I think they're
Joe Burrow
gassed up. I think they're ready to go.
Joe Burrow's calf looks mighty fine.
Oh
now.
yeah, man.
He doesn't look like he's.
I think they're gonna
struggling on the.
I think the Bengals might wipe the floor with them.
Now you're saying the Bengals.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. I mean, it's tough to disagree with you on that one. I mean, granted, the Texans are top shelf, but
yeah, they're well oiled too right now. But that Bengals are back in form.
Yeah, I agree. Now the big game, which I think is going to probably be the game of the week, Jags Niners.
Oh, definitely. Absolute. Oh, yeah, baby. This is a big game for the Niners. If the Niners can come out and beat the Jags, they're back. Yeah. They back. They haven't lost it. It was just a little hiccup.
They've had a week to prepare. They've had
a
week to recover.
Exactly.
They've gotten a little banged up the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely looks like they are
versing one of the best, one of the teams with the best record in the league right now. So beating them would definitely be very nice for them.
That'd be huge.
Yes.
I mean, if the Jags aren't, granted they beat the Steelers. I think it was last week. They beat the Steelers, right?
Yeah, the Steelers are dogs.
The week before the bye, they beat the Steelers. Okay. So I still think I think the Jags take this one from the Niners.
You could say it. I'm going Niners all the way. I think
the Jags take this one from the Niners because
that would be huge for the Jags. Because that's the Jags saying, "We're here, baby. We're here to stay. We are a team.
It's our time now,
we can beat these people."
Yeah, and like I said, I keep bringing it up. Last year, they were a little. They just kind of snuck in there and kind of did some damage, more damage than anyone would have expected them to do. So I think that's going to be a great game. Now the Saints Vikings. Now Joshua Dobbs. I don't know that you saw that.
I saw. Yeah, he looked good. Right?
Coming in didn't practice with the team, didn't take any snaps with the team, and comes in and ends up getting the W last week, which I think is pretty impressive. And I think it's crazy because he's bounced around. He was on the Titans. He was on the Cardinals. Speaking of the Cardinals, Murray comes back this week.
Oh.
So we're curious to see
Very curious to see what he can do.
That awful team that they've blown up and tried to fix and blown up and
they could fix it,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
if Kyler comes back being him, they could build around him.
I think Kyler wants out of there.
I could imagine that as well. Might as well trade him. Really blow it up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to
bring him to the Giants.
Yeah. Don't bring him to the Giants. He's he doesn't like watching film. He's a very close-minded guy. It seems like coming out from, there was something in his contract that said you have to watch film, and he's like, I'm not signing it then. Sorry, I'm not watching or something. I remember when that whole thing was going on with his contract extension. Mm-hmm. I remember that whole thing coming out where he was like, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't like that. You got to put in the work.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't end up working out for the rest of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if they send him off back in somewhere else. And really try to go for the stud next year, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah,
might as well.
And I think that's
what
the other boys should do. The Giants. Now that Daniel's done.
Oh my God! Just send him packing, man. Just
who's gonna
send him down the river. Just send him down the river.
They've spent so much money on people that are gonna
just a waste. All the linemen just gone to waste. Just it's just horrible.
Horrible. But Saints Vikings, I'm going to say the Vikings. I think the Vikings are.
You know what I just saw? The Saints, the Vikings on a 4-game win streak. Didn't know that. But I don't know, because the Saints are a weird team. That's another team that I think they aren't like managing their team right. Like Taysom Hill needs to be on that field more. I say this all the time, but he's just got to be on
it from
that.
the jump.
They
don't. It's every single year. The Saints. Okay, listen. If the Saints are listening, play the man.
Play him.
Just play him. It works. I don't know how.
Every time he had a rushing and a passing touchdown.
I don't know how it works, but they don't realize it until when.
Until it's way too late.
Like midway through the season, and the game, and like basically the season's already over.
And they're like, oh wow, this guy's so good.
Oh, wait a second, this guy can do a bunch of other things besides catch the football.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Catch it, throw it, run it. Wow.
Listen, and I'm not saying have him be the starting quarterback over there.
No, he should be in a rotation of quarterback, running back, tight end, receiver,
I agree.
slot. Like
I 100% agree.
Send him everywhere. Do wildcats. Send him on. Like do a jet sweep with him at the slot. Toss it out to him.
They
yucks it down the field.
They try these things, but sometimes it just doesn't.
I know. Obviously, they don't always work, but that's the thing. They bring him in. And they're like, oh, Taysom Hill's in. They're going to do something crazy. But if he's always in, they don't know when that crazy moment's going to happen.
Exactly.
And you do a bunch of fake ones.
But it's funny because every single year, I want to say, they come out and they say, the Saints are prepared to use Taysom Hill more often this year.
They never do.
This is it. And it's like, why are we waiting until week 8? So if Taysom Hill is still on the wire, which maybe he is, he could be.
No, he definitely is.
I think that's a solid pickup for tight end. And I know that there was I want to say it was the Cardinals tight end also. I want to say his name is McBride.
Okay.
He is on Arizona, and he's put up. If you guys are looking for a tight end, he might be the option over there at McBride. I mean, he's been getting the volume. The Cardinals have said like, "Yo, this guy is going to be getting more work."
Mm-hmm.
If he's available in your guys' league, which he very well could be, I definitely would say pick him up too. I think he's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. And now Kyler Murray coming back,
yeah.
He could definitely get insane amounts of volume. Especially, Hawkinson is I think questionable at the moment. I'm not sure if he practiced today. He may have practiced, but I think that's another solid little waiver wire pickup. And now you got Zach Moss, though. Of course, the one time I don't start the goddamn guy.
It's not like it helped.
It didn't matter, but he ends up getting minimal volume, the lowest volume he's gotten all year because Jonathan
Taylor's back.
Yeah, they didn't run the ball as much as they did in the previous game, so I wouldn't be too worried about that one just yet. But I know a good little stash and hide kind of guy, which I have now. I know this is kind of random. We're in the middle of the games, but this is what I'm thinking right now. Another stash and hide kind of guy is Fournette.
Oh, yeah.
So if Fournette is around in some of your leagues and you got an extra spot, hold him. Mm-hmm. Because Cook and the other guy they got over in Buffalo has been kind of shaky.
He has
been.
He's been good.
If they need to shake things up, and I know they have... there's another guy they have over there in Buffalo. Latavius Murray?
Oh, I feel like Latavius Murray's been there forever, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say, but he's getting very minimal
He's like
work.
30, I think he's
I do think that in the coming weeks, it could definitely, if someone goes down, I definitely see Fournette. Fournette's a good running back. Like
he's a big guy.
He had a good season last year, which is kind of crazy thinking that he's going this deep in the year and he still hasn't gotten any work. So I think that those two guys, you need a running back, you need a tight end. I definitely McBride, especially if Kyler Murray's playing this week, is 100% a go.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Kyler Murray, it didn't just sit on his ass and watch something besides Madden or whatever he was doing while he was out for that long. But I think that's definitely interesting to watch. So you're saying the Saints on that one for the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints.
All right. Now, the Packers-Steelers. I think the Steelers. I don't know what the hell happened to the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers
it's very unfortunate, honestly.
Very.
Maybe can make a little bit of a late year push.
They could,
but I don't see that happening.
No, the Steelers are.
I don't even think the Steelers are that good.
They're not
I just don't
that
think
good.
that Green Bay is good at all.
Yeah.
And I think one of the bigger disappointments this year has been Watson. Christian Watson this year for Green Bay has been horrendous on, I want to say, the fantasy side and also the game side because, he's not what
I haven't seen too much
going into that this year. It was projected that he was going to be a decent target, a bigger target. So it's surprising that it's not really the case.
Yeah, but I don't know. Going against the Steelers, DJ Watt, absolute dog, absolute animal.
Yeah.
About to break his brother's record.
Which is so crazy. So crazy. Like, and in less time, too, right?
Yeah.
A lot less time.
Yeah. I think like 5 less games or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow, nuts. So now, Titans-Bucks.
The Bucks. The Titans, who knows?
So now Ryan Tannehill is going to be the new backup over there. And you got that guy,
Will Levis, yeah.
Yeah, there it is, Will Levis.
Chris Lutz. Will Levis, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Titans are going to take that one from the Bucks.
I was thinking the Bucks, but I forgot about that guy. It's kind of scary.
They look kind of.
Looking pretty good, but the Bucks are looking pretty good too. I'm going with the Bucks, baby. Give me the
and
Bucks.
They almost beat Buffalo too.
That's what I'm saying.
Should. I mean, they should have.
I thought they would go. I thought they got it.
Now Falcons Cardinals. Now this is, I think, possibly could be the perfect opportunity for what I just said. Basically, you got McBride, and you got Murray coming back playing against the Falcons, which up there in the highest yardage allowed in the league. And you know what's funny about the Falcons, too, is their use of Bijan Robinson. They use Bijan Robinson, like, half the time, and they use Algier, like, half the time.
It's so
weird. Their running situation over there is, like, so messy and so...
Yeah, you could just do it a lot better.
Fungats.
Yeah.
I honestly, I want to say the Cardinals are going to take this one. I think Murray comes back. And
I think that might happen, too. I can see Murray coming back and taking it. Especially against the Falcons.
Now, Lions-Chargers. Chargers just...
I feel like the Chargers should be better than they are. Every week I feel like I see the Chargers going up against a team that they should be beating, but... Well,
I don't know, man. The Chargers are a weird team. I feel like we're not going to really see the Chargers full value until we really get closer to playoff time.
Yeah, but
which I feel like is also
too late.
You could be right, but I don't. I do think that I hope the Lions come back and
No, I think the Lions will
come back
I'm
off the bye here.
Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions too on that one. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. Giants Cowboys. Now this is gonna be a great game, fellas. Let me tell you, folks, just an absolute nail biter. I can just tell.
Look, not a day in my life will I ever choose the Cowboys over the Giants. I don't care if the Giants are playing 9 people. I'm choosing the Giants, baby. The Giants are taking this bad boy. I'm telling you.
Tommy DeVito?
Tommy DeVito all the way.
New
York native.
He's coming back, dude.
New York native.
That'd be something else. Can you imagine?
Telling you, baby.
This
is the time to do it.
Let's just actually think realistically for about a second.
I have been every moment I saw him. I was thinking realistically, this guy could be the man.
Oh man, I hope not. I hope they just bomb the Giants, blow them up, get rid of everybody, keep Saquon.
Of all the teams that you've said that to so far, I agree with the Giants. I think the Giants are the only team that should just do it.
I just
blow the whole thing up. Management, the owner, just sell the team, just redo it all, baby. Redo
like top
it.
to bottom.
Yeah.
Just like scrub everybody.
Complete
is anyone trying to start a new team? We can just draft. You can just draft the Giants. Just take the whole.
Just do a whole new fantasy draft for the whole league.
Yeah. Seriously, that'd be sick.
That would be wild.
Can you imagine they did that? That'd be something else. That would be that'd be so cool.
That would be the wildest
Why wouldn't they just do that?
Yeah, like
they'd have to get the agreement of it because obviously not everybody.
Yeah, like the 49ers would be like, absolutely not. The Cardinals would be like, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it. You can have Kyler Murray and
exactly.
and McBride. Commanders Seattle.
Seattle, even though they got washed.
I'm going to say the Commanders here.
Okay, all right.
Sam Howell over there.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good.
You know?
What? Yeah.
Jets, Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to fucking walk down.
See, I only think the Raiders won because of that stat.
What's that?
That every time that it's like 100% chance of winning after a coach has been fired.
That's true. Man, no, I don't think so. I mean,
what happened?
Absolutely awful.
Well, that is also true.
But you know what the funny thing is? Did you see them smoking cigars in the locker room?
That was the stupidest thing. Like, they just won the Super Bowl. Like, you beat the Giants, buddy, with no quarterback. Like, come on,
so,
guys.
You know, I was watching something because this guy, the coach for the Raiders, Damian Pierce, is that his name?
I thought it was Steve Smith Sr. the first time I saw him. I swear to God. Yeah,
they look kind of similar.
They look exactly the same.
So now, did you know that? I didn't even know he played in the Giants.
I didn't either.
He was on the Super Bowl
team. What a turncoat! Oh my God!
He was on the Super Bowl team. And another, I was watching something, and they were talking about how which once again, no idea. Remember when Plaxico Burress shot himself in the foot, or shot himself
in the thigh? Yeah,
in the thigh. Was that? I didn't even know that was before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he was
at a strip club. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember it was. I didn't know it was before the Super Bowl. Did he still play in the Super Bowl or no?
No, he was shot in he shot himself in the thigh.
I don't know. Maybe.
And then he went to jail for like 4 years.
Rub some dirt on it. Walk it off.
Well, that's the thing. He got like sent to jail for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. I don't know if it was like.
Once
it wasn't.
again,
I don't
didn't
remember
know any of this, but supposedly this guy Damian Pierce was involved in that. Was at the club or something like that when this whole thing happened. I have no.
He's probably the one that shot him in the thigh.
Probably,
I don't even think Plaxico did it.
I don't even know, dude. But. Yeah, so that was interesting to me. No idea he was a giant, and no idea that he was there when Plaxico Burress shot himself in the thigh.
Learn something every day.
Yeah, the more you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought that whole smoking the cigar and the
cheesy.
Like you guys are what 4-5 now?
Yeah. Wow. Good job, guys. And you beat the Giants.
Wow. Yeah, let's go smoke a cigar like we just won a national championship. Now Jets Raiders. Oh, I just said that one. Good one. So you're saying Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, baby.
You want to try, actually?
New York all the day.
Actually?
Yeah.
All right. Now, Broncos, Bills.
Bills.
Now, are you sold on the Bills?
I'm not sold on it. Like I said, I don't know. You got to see this week. Yeah, it could be good one week, and then it could be bad the next week. Even last week, what, they barely won?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you know?
Yeah. They're another team that's like kind of like the Dolphins there. I mean, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Now, Daniel Jones, done for the year. Where do they go from here now?
I have no idea. Trade for who? How do you? You can't even trade for anybody. Who are you gonna pick up? Who's a free agent right now? Flacco?
I know a guy.
Who?
You want to take a guess?
Tim Tebow?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh my God!
Give that man a call.
Dude, best option right now. Do it. Might as well. I mean, give us somebody. I mean, he could do something. I'm sure he can still throw a ball. How old is he?
He's probably like 30-something.
I feel like he's old.
No, I don't think he's that old. I'm actually just kidding. Don't take that take as real. I hate him, so I think he shouldn't. I mean, like, I respect him trying to get into football again, but...
I mean, yeah, his last run wasn't that good.
No.
I don't know what the hell they do, man. They gotta just start tanking games and get first-round picks.
They don't even have to try to tank the games. They can just...
That's true. They can try their hardest.
They can just show up.
Show up and try their best, guys.
Yeah. That works. Thank you. We're just trying to get picks here. No worries. But, I mean, if they can get a pick and, maybe... draft another lineman, I guess.
No, I think we got. I think we need to trade for linemen. I think we need to pick up linemen off of free people that are, already established linemen who aren't prone to breaking their kneecaps, and I think that would be a better choice.
So Yeah, so I mean, basically just pull the season up, just kind of go out there, collect your paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Danny Jones sit there and collect that paycheck, baby.
Oh man, I'm sure he's loving that.
Oh, he's loving it.
Did you see? Well, yeah, you were here watching it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when he he fell.
No one even touched him.
Touch him.
Literally, he did it to himself.
I mean, yeah. And then, so no one touched him, and then he got up and then hiked it, and then just fell.
It's a strong snapper.
Yep. It's that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, boys.
Oh. Now, Aaron Rodgers was seen throwing the football once again. No crutches, no nothing. He was seen throwing. I mean, do you think that we're getting closer to a possible Rodgers return this year?
I was thinking that I thought it was done for him, but after this is unbelievable. I think he's coming back for sure.
And I swear we're Giants fans, and we're not just. But I just think this whole Aaron Rodgers situation is absolutely insane to me.
Oh, it's crazy.
I can't even begin to believe that this guy is walking around with no boot on.
No boot on. It's not even. He's throwing balls 60 yards. He's
taking snaps. I don't know. And I did, like I said, I saw a clip that they posted on everything was on Instagram, and it was him talking to somebody after the game, or it was before the game, and they're like, "Oh, when you coming back, big dog?" What's going on? And he's like, "Give me a couple weeks." So maybe we see him kind of get some reps in towards the end of the year just to kind of get his feet,
Might as well. I mean,
I don't know. But at that point, is it really necessary to play?
That's the thing. If you're not going to get into the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really see the point of coming rushing back.
Just really.
Let Zach do his thing. Let him get hit every single play because that line is not great over there in both sides of New York. I guess it's the water or whatever they're eating over here. Or, I don't know. So I just think it all depends on where Zach can take them.
I mean, it's not going to be that far.
No,
he's not going to do that much.
I mean, if he can keep them at least afloat until week 12, I definitely think he has a chance. They have a chance to having Aaron Rodgers come back.
Absolutely. If Aaron Rodgers comes back playing like Aaron Rodgers, he's going to take that team to a whole nother level. That team should be phenomenal. That team.
Yeah.
The offense is great. They just don't have a good quarterback.
Yeah. I don't know, but I do think that we will see an appearance from Aaron Rodgers this year.
I think so too.
And if I want to say week 12, week 13, I think if the Jets are still kind of floating around there, lingering around the decent, at least
even
at
if
500,
they could get a
I
wild
think
card,
I think he might try to make a run for it. Now, more impressive win, the Bengals or the Ravens? Ravens played the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals just came out and just did their. They just did that thing. They're just proving that they're back. I think it's more like the Ravens. Yeah, they
beat a decently solid team.
Yeah, but the Bengals. I think that team is back. It's here to stay.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely believe that the Bengals are back. I do think that the Ravens are definitely getting more respect than they were in the beginning of the year. Because I didn't really give a shit about the Ravens. I didn't think anything of the Ravens. I just thought they overpaid for Odell.
Yeah.
And
they still did
Lamar still needed to prove himself, and I still believe he does need to prove himself.
I don't know what's up with the prove himself thing. I think Lamar's doing his job perfectly well.
We're not in the playoffs yet. Are we in the playoffs?
What? Oh, so you have to be in the playoffs to prove yourself?
No, I'm saying you have to win. You have to win at least a game in the playoffs.
All right, fair enough.
Am I wrong? Right. You can't listen. As elite as he is during the regular season, I can't consider him a Hall of Famer until he wins at least a playoff game or does something with that team. You're doing great. You're beating all these teams now, right? You're playing the Jags this week, right? We playing the Jags, right? We're playing the Browns. We're playing the Browns. Another team because it could be a toss-up. Like I said to my friend who's a Ravens fan, I need to see the Ravens play the Eagles, and I need to see the Ravens play the Bengals.
Yeah.
I need to see the Ravens play the Niners. Those are teams I need to see.
Because those are the teams that really matter.
Exactly, and even the Jags. Like if they can beat the Jags, okay, all right, Lamar, all right, cool. Maybe this is the year you can make it. But like I said, none of these stats, any of the shit that we talk about means nothing if you can't make anything out of it in the playoffs. And from what I've seen,
you can't do anything. You're right.
So that's the one thing that I am kind of hesitant on saying. Listen, the Ravens are the team. I don't think they are yet. I need to see a big win out of them, and that's why I don't think that that's why I still think he needs to prove himself. Listen, he can win all these games all he wants, but when it comes down to it, it means nothing if he is not getting somewhere in the playoffs or making it even a deep push into the playoffs to show that he is an elite quarterback. Because like we were saying about Josh Allen, because I think Josh Allen is just so hit or miss lately.
Lately.
The Bills are just skidding by teams.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Bills are.
I don't know if it's Josh Allen though. Josh Allen always looks solid. I don't know. It's not like he's making mistakes. I don't know if he's not. It's not like he's throwing interceptions.
No, he does. That's the problem. Is he throws too many interceptions.
I don't really think. I feel like I don't see him throwing that many interceptions.
I feel like he's got to be up there in the league.
No, I do not think so at all.
Highest in the league.
No,
up there. Got to be top 5.
Not at all. He's a good quarterback.
And I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but I'm saying he has a very high interception rating. High interception percentage.
I think he has a really good percentage.
No, I'm saying I think he's definitely got to be up there. Just who's in the highest of who has the most interceptions this year?
Oh yeah, you're not lying. Yeah, baby, he's right up there with Mac Jones.
Wow, look at that. That little rascal.
Yeah,
Mac
9.
Jones.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
he's thrown one in every game. Well, he played 9 games, 9 interceptions.
Yes, he probably had a game with 2 or something. But listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Yeah, so I guess can't do that.
No, listen. Now we were saying Josh Allen was elite until he couldn't. He can't get past.
Yeah, you can't show up one game.
Finals. Yeah, you're right, and that's why I think that the Bills are still a team where I need to see more out of you guys.
Absolutely,
if you want me to consider you guys a top 5 team,
I gotta see it week in, week out.
Absolutely, because they're literally just skating by teams that they should be smoking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Can't be doing that.
Like the Bucks. I think they should have. Smoked
the Bucks, yes.
But
even though the Bucks
it was
are
like a nail biter down until the last play.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, talking about big teams that can't beat other big teams.
Yeah, the
Dolphins.
Exactly. That
big game is they're 0-3 in big games.
Yeah,
against the bigger teams not playing. So which was the same thing we were saying about the Cowboys, but the Cowboys looked a little better than they did in the beginning of the year. But the Cowboys couldn't beat big teams.
Mm-hmm.
They were beating the Giants, they're beating the Cardinals, they're beating the Packers, they're beating all these other teams. Now we turn our tides to Miami and.
There's not much to say. That's the stat that I saw. It was teams over 500. They haven't beaten any, but under 500, they've beaten them all.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying.
That's a huge stat.
Which, like you said, the fastest team ever assembled is possibly not going to even get past the first round of the playoffs.
That's definitely possible.
Is the Dolphins beating the Jags? I don't think they're beating the Jags.
The Jags? Who knows?
Now week 10 you got Chiefs, Dolphins, Eagles, Rams all in buys. So maybe the Dolphins come back and regroup and see maybe they figure things out a little bit because they played I felt like they played sloppy football. They play sloppy football against all these good teams.
Yep.
Tyreek fumbling. I think that they need to clean it up a little bit and figure out what
Yeah, I think the Dolphins came out a little too hot. I think they came out too hot. They got a little hubris behind them. They thought they were indestructible, And then, they get smoked by the Bills. You're like, that's just one game. And then the Eagles, they're like, don't worry, it's just another. And then now this one, you're like, okay, well, now, there's a lot of eyes raised now. Like, come on. Like, 3 isn't an accident. You can't lose to the, teams like this that consistently.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that, it's funny because I feel like I always the Chiefs are a very sleeper team now, which is weird. Well, that's the thing because
the Chiefs are just. It's like when the Patriots were amazing, like when they had Brady. Yeah. They did lackluster. They only won 12 games that year, and you're like, they had a shit year,
See, but that's the thing is, I don't think that they have the tools to make that. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try to make an attempt to pull somebody in at the deadline, receiver wise. I feel like they're very lackluster in receivers over there in KC. I feel like they are still. Listen, maybe Andy Reid and Kelsey Swift are figuring things out and work through them, but they need help.
They do.
On the receiving end of the ball for sure. Like you can't have Kelsey be the only one that's getting targeted because he can't do it all. And unfortunately, Mahomes can't catch the ball too. No. So
he can only do one.
You can only pass it. Exactly.
He's only
Exactly. So I think that it's going to be an interesting turn of events and what happens with the Chiefs and where they end up landing. But that remains to be seen. But now, top 5 teams. Where are your top 5 teams sitting for this week?
Well, number 1 is still Eagles.
Okay.
Number 2. For number 2, you know what?
See, I want to ask you something about the Eagles there. You say Eagles, and I'm going to cut you off. No, does it worry you that the struggle, it looked like they struggled a little bit against Dallas over there?
You can't say much about struggling against that defense. I mean, no matter how good you are, that defense is great. I don't see any problem with that. Okay. They still came out with the dub, even though it was an extremely close game and it could have went the other way with matters of inches, literally.
Yeah.
I don't see a big problem with them.
So you got one Eagles.
I got them 1.
All right. Oh, you got 2 there.
2, I am going to go with the Ravens.
Okay.
Then
I want to see when that Ravens pick came into the top 5 because I know it definitely blew. You were like, what? The Ravens?
Yeah. For sure, because I like them always. I never thought they were top 5 though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens. I'm gonna go Lions.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go Chiefs. What is that? That's 4.
It's 4. You get 5.
And now I'm not putting the 49ers in it because they didn't play last week.
You can put the 49ers in it.
No, I'm not going to. Because I said the Jags already, right?
You did not say the Jags.
That's where I wanted to go. I wanted to go Jags number 5. Dolphins not in it no more. Out of there. Out.
Jags
not even. I said for the reason that the 49ers are out. They had a bye this week.
All right. So I mean that they definitely do have the chance to come back in there. Now the Lions one kind of surprises me because I definitely think the Jags are better than the Lions.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. So I'm going to say Eagles 1. Jags 2.
Okay.
Now, they've won, 5 straight, the Jags?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 5 straight.
They're going to be playing a decent team this week.
For them to get bumped up, after this week.
They play the Niners.
Yeah, they play the Niners. That's going to be a good one. Big one.
That's going to be a good one. So now, Eagles, Jags. Might have to say the Chiefs here at 3 here.
Okay.
Now, I do, like I said, I do think that they are lacking in the receiving core, but Pat always figures out how to win big games. And I gotta respect that. You
can't not.
Yeah, I think that he'll always come around to that. Now, 4, I'm going to say the Ravens. Ravens at 4.
Respect.
And now 5, I'm going with the Bengals.
Oh, good one, actually. I should have squeezed the Bengals in there.
Yeah, going with the Bengals. That's why I thought that the Lions one was kind of weird because I think the Bengals had a comeback game this week, and I think that I don't see this list changing next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, granted, the Eagles are on a bye, and the Chiefs are on a bye, but
yeah, but even the Eagles on a bye, I'm still putting them at number 1.
Yeah,
the only reason I did that with the 49ers is they lost to 3, whatever. Exactly. I didn't see them this week. They're out of my mind.
So this should be, honestly, I don't know. This should be a good week of football. I mean, we say that. I want to say every single episode.
It has been, though. I mean,
but, I mean, like,
it's been a great year. I've loved them.
Yeah, the games that have been close have been good.
Yeah, those have been close.
They've been, decent games to watch. But now, we are going to get into the laughs and long shots. The first one I want to show you guys here is the Tyreek Hill fumble recovery by the Chiefs, his former team, which was just a great heads-up play, I want to say, honestly.
Oh, this is just, I love this.
This is just...
And I want to say, I think this is Kelsey, because Kelsey loves to do the lateral.
That wasn't Kelsey.
No, I know that wasn't Kelsey. I'm saying, you never seen Kelsey do the...
Oh, yeah,
he'll catch it, he'll quickly throw it, he'll quickly lateral it to somebody when he knows.
Then they're going to show the replay here, too.
Just great heads-up play. And you can see the defender literally right in front of him, like, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. I mean, just...
Frankfurt, Germany is going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
he had to look at it. He was like, what the hell just happened? Here it is. It's a great great rip.
Just
too.
A great rip.
You don't see that from Tyreek Hill. Fumbling the ball.
Nah, give me the ball, give me the ball. And then as soon as you know what else I love from this guy? As soon as he passes it, boom, he runs up and gets a block for the guy. Instantly. Didn't even as soon as the ball left his hand, turned and got the block and him gone.
Shit.
Great play. Great high IQ play. Gotta love it.
Alright, so that's that one. And then we got the top 15 plays from this is week 9. So, some good ones mixed in here. We kind of seen a little bit of this, so a lot of these are going to be kind of first reaction here too. So, let's get a crack-a-lackin'. Derek Carr. Was that Jim? No, it's Derek Carr. Is that Garoppolo? Sorry.
No, it's some other guy. They got some random guy in there.
O'Connor.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks like Derek Carr.
That I know. Ooh, that's a nice little snag from Terry. Oh, that was Dotson. Never mind. Oh, that's a very nice snag.
Jahan Dotson. East Cleveland, Arizona.
What the hell was that?
This looked like he got tipped up. That's the only way Amari Cooper can catch a goddamn touchdown.
Can I get a replay of that one, please? Okay, I guess not. I don't know how the ball got that high in the air. Ooh. Oh, the hands. Whoop, bing.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a nice one.
He's a beast over there, too.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the Tyreek Hill one.
I think this might be.
No, maybe not.
Whoop. That was a good catch.
Yeah.
Point him,
Yeah, what was that number? What was that? That was 11?
Yeah, this is 10.
Here it is, the Pats.
Ooh, go off me. Go off me. Gone. See you later. What do you think you're going to catch me in your dreams, baby?
This
guy's good. I like this guy.
No, he's good back over there. Here's Dobbs over here. Is this the touchdown for the win?
Ding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your boy Addison, too?
No.
No. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy he's been bounced around so many times, and, like, he seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's CJ. Oh, here's the game winner from Stroud.
This is a view. This is just, whoop.
Beautiful catch. Damn.
That whole...
Tank Dell. Do you think the Carolina's pissed about that? Like, we drafted Bryce Young. We should have drafted Stroud. Oh, was Stroud the first overall pick?
I thought Bryce
Young
was, right? Because didn't Bryce have the Heisman, right?
Yeah, I think so. Is that Tank Dell again?
The stiffy. Studs.
Shit, man. It's honestly not Noah Brown. It's nice to see the Texans do good, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's nice.
All Houston teams are pretty good recently. The Rangers just won the World Series.
Yeah.
Who's this, Bijan?
Oh, a screen.
What happened to Cordell? Is he still alive?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still
on
playing.
The Falcons. No, he was on the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh. He's safe. Speak of the devil, here he is.
Ooh. Oh, the
Pick
pick six. Catch him. What'd you win the Heisman for? You can't even... Oh, you stopped, you baby. Nothing I respect more than a quarterback throwing an interception than going and laying the wood on the guy. Love that. I don't care if you throw the interception, at least go and try and make the tackle. I was going to say, is this another one?
Oh, my God, another pick six?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, you only have one job after that. Don't lazily run down the field and then just slack off at the end. At least either try or don't even try at all.
Here it is, this beautiful game. I was watching this game while I was playing Madden. This was a nice catch.
Oh.
Keenan. Yeah. I think that was to break the record, too, honestly.
Yeah.
To break the quickest charger to something, 1,000 receptions, I want to say.
That's a way to do it. Nice one-hander. Whoop. Odell would have done that with 2 fingers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was this the... Yes. Typical Jets fashion.
Mm-hmm. People just falling. People not even... People just slipping. You know what I did see? And I don't know if this is anything. I don't know if this is just me being crazy. But watching the Germany game watching this game, the grass, I don't know if you can see it. The grass looked very unusually thick.
Really?
It looked extremely lush and thick.
Huh. No, I didn't notice that.
So I don't know if that might have slowed down the Miami offense. I think it could have. To be honest, I think it could have. Because I saw it and I was like, that is some lush stuff.
It was like quicksands.
It could have been. It could have been.
Wow. Well, that's a take for you guys. But anyways, another thing. I haven't even ran this by you, but this is what came to my head just now.
All right.
So we're going to put this on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So wherever those platforms get 1,000 followers, we're going to do a giveaway of either Madden, 2K, Spider-Man, UFC 5 just came out. So whatever platform gets it, so if it's either YouTube, if it's Instagram, or if it's TikTok, we'll do the giveaway on that and pick a random person. And if you guys want one of those games, you guys can. We'll send you the information for them, and we'll figure it all out. But anyways, we're gonna have a basketball episode coming out too, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, I will see you next week. Anything else?
Have a good one, guys.
All right, guys.
Deuces.
See you next time. Thanks.